Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're doing fantastic. So about 3 years ago in 2016, my grandmother passed away. And she was really the only grandparent that I ever truly knew in my life. She's just a fantastic lady, and I miss her a lot. Of course, you know, when people pass on, they leave things to the family, and it turns out that one thing that she had left to my mother and my aunt was a tract of land. 72 acres to be exact. So I don't know why exactly it took me 3 years to figure out that I could be camping on this land, but it did, and here I am. So recently I chatted with my father about where the land was and kind of what it was like out there, and he said, yeah, you can camp on this land. This is very doable. He said, why don't you come in this weekend and we'll take a look at it, and I'll take you out there and we can do a little work. So we went out to visit, and this land is a really beautiful piece of property. The acreage was actually logged for timber back in the late 90s. They did not reseed at the time, so it's really just grown back up naturally as it originally was. It's a mixed coniferous and deciduous forest, and although it's a fairly young woodland, about 20 years now, it's grown back really nicely. And so the logging company, when they cleared it, they cut a logging road through the property. So it is accessible by vehicle. However, as you can imagine, the logging road has gotten a bit overgrown. So my dad and I set out this past weekend with our truck. We got our gloves, our saw, we got some lopping shears, and a chainsaw. And we set out with the mission of trying to clear this logging road to make it accessible by vehicle. We did not get the entire road cleared. However, I would say we got about a good 3/4 of it done. Afterwards, we all went back to the house, got cleaned up, had a nice dinner, and then after dinner, my dad, my brother, and we struck back out in the vehicle with some camping materials, and we found a nice little site right there on the logging road where we could have a little camp. You know, nothing super bushcrafty or anything, but I set up my hammock, we set up a Coleman tent, and I even bought a $12 Swedish torch fire log from Lowe's Hardware. And we just took it out there, we dropped it in place, and the three of us had a really, really nice time catching up. It was actually long overdue for us guys. We packed up the next morning and had breakfast back at the house. It was a really low-key camping experience, but a really nice one. So this is what I'm really excited about, guys. This is a piece of family property that I have access to virtually whenever I want it. My mind has been just racing with possibilities of what I can do out there. Everything from camping to bushcraft and survival practice, and even possibly primitive shelter building. If you have any suggestions for the projects you might like to see me do out there on the land, then feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm really excited about the prospect of being out there and having a piece of property that large to work with, and I hope you'll enjoy watching that progression as well. Well, that's it for now. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.